We are under the lights this evening. Matt Shoemaker will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy is fun to watch. How about his last start? He had 10 Ks, lots of swings and misses, and this is one of those guys, when he's throwing the ball over the plate, he can get a lot of strikeouts.
2-0 now. Here's the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And he lays off. Ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game. Now at the plate, Ehire Adrianza. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Shoemaker has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs him. Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. The 1-1. 1-2 now. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Adrianza is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And a diving try in left, but he can't come up with it. And this is going to get to the wall now out near the Toronto bullpen. On to third, but he's in safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The right fielder, Nelson.
Here's Nelson Cruz now as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Cruz, or the boomstick as he's appropriately nicknamed. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
High in the air out to center field. Zobrist is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Twins do get. Rich Hill is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're going to look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. He'll try again. 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rosario is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So coming to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
That's the ball down.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Hit hard, but this is a foul ball. The 1-2. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
2-1 the count. Now here it comes.
Right to.
Into center field, line drive, base hit. So a 2-out single there as we check out the teams with the highest batting averages here in the first month of the season. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. Gurriel on second. Hernandez on at first with 2 down. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
He loses him on ball 4.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks and that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. 2-0 now.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1. 2 out, bases loaded. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, after trailing going into the bottom half of the inning, they strike with a 2 RBI base hit right there, D-Roll.
Yeah, now you know from an offensive standpoint, pitcher better step up next inning. We went out and put a crooked number up on the board after you gave up 1 early. Time for you to grind it out for the boys.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. The set and the 2-0. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Ready with the 2-1. 2-2.
2-2.
2 down, runners at first and second. Pulled toward right center field. Buxton will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Up next for Minnesota, Eddie Rosario. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. The 1-2.
2-2.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Past battles with Matt Shoemaker, he's 2 for 3. He's taken him deep once. The 1-2. And he popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Behind 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off. First and second here with nobody out. Liner towards second. And that's going to get down out there. Rosario ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate. It's a 2-2 game.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Now batting, shortstop,
Standing in now, Adrianza. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And there's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
But this is speared by the first baseman. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nelson Cruz. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. No balls and 1 strike. Comes set, the 0-1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
The set and the 1-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Line toward right center. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. And the second run will score as they've pushed the margin here to 5-2 now.
now batting.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Behind 0-2 now. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, William Astudillo.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-1.
1-1.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. is a slider that can't catch the outside. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Liner towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
Joe Pennick is at the plate as he watches ball 1. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. Pennick, a former New York Met, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And very little resistance there as he's retired on a half-hearted swing, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Line towards center field. Buxton is going to have room out there as he puts this. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Thank you, Heidi. 2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. 1 out, nobody on. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And another foul ball. Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Bichette's got it. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Max Kepler is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. Nothing doing here. Bottom of the 3rd now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. One and 1 the count now. Two balls and a strike. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. A runner at first with no outs here. A little roller toward the hole. There's one. Return throw is in time, and what do you know? They do get the double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
0-1 the count. And the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Buxton will get there, and he puts it away to retire. All set for the start of the fourth, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher Alex Avila. In there, 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
The first pitch on its way. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Hey, every once in a while, this speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. In there, strike one.
It's 0-1.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Boy, this has been a tough one for him so far, D-Roll. 7th hit of the game already. They're really making him work.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. As Dustin Pedroia says, it's a laser show out there.
1-1.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. Oh, it's hit to third. 5 to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Rendell Gritchick.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Line toward the gap in left center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
And that misses inside 1-0. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Line toward the alley in left center. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Here's Ben Zobrist now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. From the belt, the pitch. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Here's Joe Panik, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Panik behind a ball and 2 strikes. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 1-2. Now this pitch is lined into left center field. That's a base hit. Long throw to third. To third now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well. And he's able to get back to first, no problem, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. At the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that all set for the start of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder Nelson Cruz. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Cruz averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Here's Miguel Sano. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Good.
And it's 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now here it comes. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hits are even at 7 apiece. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Off the outside that time, as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now that
First pitch of the at-bat. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
And he's out on the tag. A 1 run is in to score on the play.
now batting.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on its way.
Yeah. 0 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fact.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now to the plate, Teoscar Hernandez, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And it's 1-2. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. And And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Heading out towards shallow right. Under it is Cruz now for out number 2. Ready for another shot now. Rendell Grichuk. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
2 out with the man at first. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around. And coming to the plate now, Byron Buxton. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Line to the right side. But this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Digging in to try it again. Luis Arias already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Swing and a line drive. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Sam Gaviglio, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. No balls and a strike to count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. Uh-oh, he whiffs on it. Adrianza isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He'll score easily. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, it doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. In there, 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Now batting,
here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Gaviglio stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way.
They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting dealer right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Right fielder looking up. Still going back. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. At the plate, Max Kepler.
Man, I love that AB right there. He rushed him in with the pitch before. You would think maybe he would leak a little bit, cheat to the inside half of the plate. Not the case. Kept his shoulder square, stayed on that pitch middle away, and was able to drive it out of the yard.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Well, this season is off to a rough start for him, and I think the worst part is when you're getting your hat handed to you early this season, you look up and you see your ERA in the double digits. It takes a long time to get an ERA to come down when you're only pitching an inning or two at a time.
The 2-2.
Got a full count.
Still only one out in the inning. A bouncer to the left side. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Dero, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Thomas Pannone gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. In now, Alex Avila. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Hit down the line at first. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single. So that'll bring in Byron Buxton, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat, and what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike two. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Lays off, 2-2 now.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Homer Bailey enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth. Bottom of the sixth inning now, and here comes the first baseman, Travis Shaw. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Rosario is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. One out now in the Toronto sixth inning, and that'll bring Williams Astudillo into bat. Fouled straight back. Hit back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Buxton is there now, and he has it, two gone. Next to bat for Toronto, Joe Panik. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball there from Bailey as he takes charge, 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hops this one up. High hop, and he barehands it. What a play. At the plate, Ehire Adrianza. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Well-located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting. Right
So one away now. Here's Nelson Cruz. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Count is 1-2 now. Now here it comes.
No, that missed. That's the ball. 2-2. Count is full.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Minnesota.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he will get there to make the running play, and that last half of the 7th here, and striding forward the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Hard on the ground toward short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Teoscar Hernandez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And right into the shift. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bailey sets his sights. Here's the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. This is pulled into right. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Stepping in now, Alex Avila. No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Runners on first with 1 down. 1-2 to the Twins catcher.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1 left. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And into bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Now batting.
And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field. Randall Grichuk at the plate now. This pitch is popped up. Kepler in foul ground, and he makes the catch for the second out. So striding forward now, Travis Shaw. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And right into the shift. 3 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Blue Jays so far. Line toward the alley in left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. The relay, and he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Now batting. The catcher.
Wow, throw a 10 over and bring out the crowd. Look like a 3-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been a triple or even an inside the Parker.
Bailey pauses. Here's the 1-0. Lifted in the air to center. Buxton will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move. And digging in, Luis Arias, 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game.
Luis Arias.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Digging in the switch hitter, Ehire Adrianza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Hey, started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
The 2-2 one more time. Liner toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
The right fielder. Nelson.
Settling in now, Nelson Cruz. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Back up the middle. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Ben Zobrist starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope there.
Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
The second baseman.
Stepping up now, Joe Panic. Here comes the first pitch. Comes set, and the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Next will be the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Buxton
Has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner.
striding in. Lourdes Gurriel, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Gurriel.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made and the